Hello, my dear friends. Last time I took a closer look at the turning point in the summer 2026. But now I want to explore how things are unfolding overall this year for the United States, Russia, Ukraine, Europe, the European Union, and of course the Baltic states, since that's where I'm from. I already laid out the cards and translated the reading into English to make things flow more smoothly. But before I read the text, actually already doing this, I'd like to pull some oracle cards as well. I won't explain them in too much detail because of the language barrier, but it will still be interesting for you to see them for each country. I'll draw an animal card that represents its energy for this year 2026. I also pull a card with a male figure. That cards are very interesting, and since there are more than 120 of them, the characters are incredibly diverse. And there will be a few other cards, well, quite a few as well. I'll also draw an angel card for protection from above. And we'll see, maybe for some country, even an archangel will appear. So let's do this part. So that means I need to take now, so I don't forget any of country, right? I need for USA card. That's interesting. What animal represents the energy of USA this year? Yeah, not just USA. It's just USA. Then Russia. Then Ukraine. Those two are very interesting cards. Then we need Europe. Then we need Europe Union, I wanted to say, C. And then we need Baltic region, many cards. So let's do that way. After I will take like nicer. Yeah, and then I just take now oracle cards with man figure. This one is very interesting. No, so you just see that I don't can you see? Yeah, that it's not that it's always a surprise for me, but I always amazed how those energies, how we see those energies. And then sometimes after this I think and then I think for more than one day and because I want to understand, because I saw something there, and then again I ask cards to explain what did I see. Those are very interesting because they are the only one cards I have with politician, how to say, there is some politics in those cards, and that's why it's so interesting. Yeah, although I cannot promise that I will explain right now. Even in Latvian, to be honest, I have to a little bit sit and think about this, and sometimes I need to look up because I'm not a politician at all, and I need to look up what does it mean, what this is about, this event, political event, and yeah, that's why. But now actually I think, oh my god, now I remember, but that would take a time. Actually, I have also another one quite interesting card deck with famous women in a history, and that's actually would show very much of energy of this year for country. Yeah, why didn't I think about this? Yeah, maybe I will do this. Okay, Maybe I will, but not now, because then I really, there's a quite a big book, and then I really need to read this book, because about every woman, for example, there is a woman, and I don't know in English how do you pronounce, but in Latvian it will be something like Jeanne d'Arc, but I don't know how do you say in English. And lots of famous women, yeah. That would be actually very interesting. Oh my god. Now I'm just thinking. I did some spread just for people with those cards, and it was so precise. People liked it. Okay, and that's actually it. I will take like this. And we can start. Okay, now I will start my reading. Yeah, like this. So, let's start. Let's begin. How is the United States doing this year? This comes a bit of surprise because last year showed up as emotionally turbulent, with many unfavorable turns, unexpected developments, and strong emphasis on challenges in cooperation and partnerships of all kinds. Yeah, that was very, dramatic what I saw there. But in 2026, I see strong movement, active politics, initiative, and clear leadership position. The United States is not passive, it is actively driving processes forward. This means holding on to the resources, protecting the economy, and maintaining control over the situation. We also begin to see the results of long-term effort. Well, not we, but I guess the ones who lives in USA, right? No, but the world, I guess, too. Yeah. This year is a transition period where the system is being restructured. There is no sign of collapse. Here, rather, it's about strengthening after tension and moving towards a new long-term model. I was actually about this. I thought there will be this collapse, yeah, because the cards was so bad for previous year, but this year I saw totally different energy, kind of good energy, yeah. As I said, yeah, moving toward a new long-term model and being structured and like this. Well, what we see, token, but actually I don't know how to pronounce that one. Bird, we can see bird confidently sitting, yeah. Then look, a man, so interesting. A man. Interesting. There is lots of type of animals. This is the, I even don't know how to say this in English, what it is. But this is something you burn, I think. From wood you make this. Or from grass. Not from grass, but you know, my English. And then there's this, he has a hat from flowers. And lots of symbols. And there is a bee. And there is a fish, and there is a, that one, yeah, I don't know, and this one I don't know who jumps like this, and a cat, yeah, and how he puts those arms, it definitely shows something. And by the way, he has in hand this one, uh, you um, I have to think how do you say in English, but for butterflies, yeah, you go and then run and catch them. This one. Interesting, right? So he has something to catch in case, you know? That's interesting, right? And those arms, when you put like this, it's always, I think it's some kind of protecting, very much ready to catch in something, and in a air, right? This is something you catch in a air. You don't let everything to fly in your territory, yeah? He kind of looks kind, but also he is kind of very, you see, closed, but kind, yeah. It's very interesting feeling with this, very interesting feeling. So what we see from politics here, Knight of Coins and Queen of Coins. That's actually, as I said, this is a very good card. Yeah, Queen. That there is not a political thing, I think, in here. I don't see, but just there is a mother. Well, not mother, but yeah, she already is mother, but not. She is carrying under her heart. How we say in Latvian? I don't know in English. Her child and yeah, it's kind of abundance. And this is what I, for example, I was looking at this man, and it gives a feeling of abundance. Yeah, it gives protecting. Yeah, it's not that everyone and everything welcoming. Yeah, no, but we can see that he really has this abundance. Interesting, right? And then we see some balancing act. Yeah, there is balance need to, because it's actually was opposite. There needs to balance. Well, America. And see, look, it's also about balancing, and it came like this: harmony call, embrace equality and pursue justice, harmonizing the energy to manifest a balanced and just outcome. Yeah. There is something about balance, definitely. You see how more than one thing shows and talking about balance. It's so interesting. So getting back balance, yeah. And then there is this traveler move in the new direction. Yeah, so interesting. Interesting. Didn't I read something like this? Not maybe new direction, but yeah, but actually is moving, I said moving towards a new long-term model. Yeah, so yeah, there is some need, of course. It's not like this, right? It's not, it's like this. So but the things are getting balanced and harmonized, and there of course needs to. So yes, interesting. We can see and I forgot about angel card. And what about angel card? What angel, what archetype or other type of angel will come and give his blessing? Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. Forgiveness phase. Yeah, this energy, that means comes to bless America, right? Because yeah, there is something like this. I don't know how it's going with this for leader, for America's leader, how it would sound, yeah. But there is this energy from heaven there that I always take like this one. There are some things what needs to be forgiven, and this is the blessing. Yeah. So in a way, America lands, as we actually, of course, all, some of this forgiveness, process of forgiveness. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Next one is Russia. What is happening with Russia in 2026? The system is no longer holding up as it used to. There is a visible fatigue and overall, most likely emerging through a crisis. There are many illusions, but the reality is that resources are beginning to run out. The weight, the weight is becoming too heavy to carry. This is definitely not a classic story of victory, but rather a story of exhaustion and depletion. Depletion. Sorry. Okay, let's look what it is for America. Arrow. For Russia. Surround yourself with protective energy. I know this card. It's actually, that means that Russia surround themselves, not themselves, but yeah, you understand, with this protected, because it's not a, there is a broken arrow too in this oracle deck. That means stop fighting, you can relax, now you have to make an new alliances, yeah. This is opposite. This is opposite. You don't make alliances. Yeah, you kind of more you isolate yourself, and because you protect yourself, you have to be. So that means that's how they feel, right? Seahorse. But then again, look, it's actually very friendly looks to you, America. Yeah, you see, you definitely uh they kind of little bit the same type, because he has flowers and there is America with flowers. Interesting. And then again, see, look at this card, how this card looks, right? Knight of Swords goes to Queen of Swords, yeah? And you see, and you cannot say that this is very relaxing energy, right? There are people, there are crown, not on his head, but there on the branch, yeah, of tree. And then he do something like with force. Interesting. And that's interesting. Then again, faith in flowers, self-embrace, step into your own love and acceptance. But again, I already see this emphasized, that they emphasized, it's emphasized, yeah, that it's your own love, acceptance. For when you love yourself, everything else will fall into place. So you see, it's about self-love, it's about, and again, it's like, yeah, interesting. Yeah, there was cards, yeah, surround yourself with protective energy, and now we see how Russia surrounds with protect. Yeah, this meaning that it's not that you go and make friends. It's when you protect yourself and kind of, yeah, it's actually about this monk what I saw for Russia. Magic stream, magic stream. Yeah, um, that's it. As I don't want to too long. Yeah, it's already long. So, And about Ukraine, what about Ukraine? Here we see disappointment, pain, and deep fatigue, including emotional trauma, and likely not only emotionally, but the good news is that we also see the beginning of a recovery process, international support, and gradual rebuilding. So yes, the heavy experiences are still very present, but we can also see a real start of renewal where Ukraine is receiving support from the world. Nothing is easy here, but it is a path towards stabilization. So, and now let's see how, I didn't draw some angel cards. Angel card can repeat. I'll take it back. It's you cannot own angel, you know, like only for yourself. And could be said, yeah, could be we can, it will, oh, again, it was forgiveness angel again. When I shuffle the cards, this forgiveness angel again ran out. Interesting. Love, accept yourself. Did you see? And again, there is, I already see, you know, just that you see. Look. And I'm telling you, it's kind of isolating, protecting with, yeah, that we can see symbols, yeah. It's isolating, not isolating, right? Yeah, it's concentrating on Russia concentrates on it himself or itself. Yeah, we can see this is very interesting. Yeah, interesting how signs, how symbols are talking are always kind of wow. I think wow, because I can feel this energy. Yeah, so I even more and more understand this monk thing, right? So about Ukraine, I already said, yeah, nothing it's easy here, but it's passed towards stabilization. And look, let's look. Ukraine is panda, you see? Big, friendly, eating. And look. So interesting. When I looked at that turning point, it was something similar with this, but more intelligent. That you see how close, and you see symbols are talking. Yeah, he is like this, but you see he has everything. I told you, USA has resources. USA has resources. He also closed this, but he has no resources. We can see, right? Like this, we can see. So, and doesn't look that USA wants to help very much Ukraine, right? No, it's not about laughing thing, of course. I'm laughing about this one. Nice there. And it's interesting that we see that Russia kind of looks more friendly, as I see, to USA, not to Ukraine, right? Right. So, okay. Look. Huh? And now we can put together, we can see already, yeah, things. Look. He is doing, yeah? You see what he is doing, like, and he is protecting. And behind them, there are people. Yeah? He is protecting, you see, he is protecting his people, yeah. But what he is doing, it's not that much protecting, because he is putting some signs on this stone, yeah. You see, Oh, so interesting. It's always so fascinating, this energy. Yeah. And USA. Yeah. USA. There, she is not yet giving a birth to her child, but she is going to, this woman, right? And there will be new child, right? So there is something really about, where did I read this about? Where did I read about new? Yes, there was the new direction with this card. Yeah, says new direction. Yeah, and when I said this new child, oh yeah, I understand. Really, you know, you have this There are stabilizing. There is stabilizing the system. Yeah, United States stabilizing the system, definitely. Yeah, but it's a year where you are doing this. It's not already stabilized. She's not yet giving a birth. Yeah, this child, but everything happens. You see, everything was okay. It was like this, but anyway, the others ones talking. That's why they are talking. It was like this, but now it will go. That's how I see. That's how I see it will go. So very, very interesting. I just love these cards. And okay, and what else we see? Tide of transition. See, embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. But anyway, you see there are water, and there is this turbulence. Yeah, how do you say? I all see this card like this. Yeah, it's things happening here, and there is this transition. Well, of course, it's interesting with this one. He looks, yeah. Well, yeah. What I wanted to say, so many things are happening in one year, right? Right. So, but it's all together. High Priestess, harness mystic power, and again, there is kind of protection, right? We see slow and steady. We see too slow, slow, slow and steady goes to recovery, as we say. Yeah, as I said before. Very interesting, very interesting. Yes, we already see this, that there is need to defend. Yeah, there is very interesting for me. I cannot say much in English, but I hope that you already see this energy too. This is very interesting. Okay, let's go. What's next? Ah, I didn't see the angel. Sorry, I didn't see their angel. Didn't see their angel. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Learning. I already know what that means. That every day is learning day. So that is about, of course, life lessons, right? We saw that this year is not very easy for Ukraine. We saw it. I saw it. Yeah, there is a learning your life lessons. Yeah. Okay. Next one. What about Europe in 2026? Europe is not rushing into heat or impulsive action. It is thinking strategically, analyzing mistakes, and searching for long-term solutions. A lot is happening behind the scenes. For Europe, this is a year for maturation and wisdom. I'm genuinely glad to see Europe become more cautious and wiser, because we all know what human nature is like. It must be taken into account. This is really how I think. just like our shadow. It has to be taken into account. It's important to believe in the good, I think. But in this world, naivety can cost us the most. And this is my strong belief. Believe, believe good things, believe in good in people, but be aware of shadow, of our nature, and take into account this. So it's kind of love and trust, but also take into account. And yeah, we are interesting because we are kind of divine in an animal body, and if we don't want to accept this truth, we have to pay very big price. But we, when accept, then we actually kindly can operate with this kindly. Yeah. Well, okay. Let's look Europe in 2026. Oh, reds. All what I can think. Well, reds are very clever. Reds are very clever. They are survivors. They are survivors. You see? Very interesting. Look! Europe. What's that? You see? This is what I was talking about. He has this Dao, this yin and yang. See? That one too. Well, there is a smile. He's friendly. And there is... Actually, I like it. Although he has a pink those ones, yeah, but he also, there is this sign that, and it gives me hope that we finally accept that we have shadow, and we have to take, as I said already. Yeah, okay, this is politic cards. Temperance. Oh, so interesting. There is this Eve and Adams. Temperance goes to next card. Well, it's, see, there is I don't know, may I show this, because then there are those people not, and there is a moon card. Take note of intuitive messages. And I know that in this oracle they say not everything is like it seems to be. So, and there is something I want to believe that Europe start to understand this moment. And you see, there is temperance goes to devil card, and yeah, and devil is actually shadow, and I actually was talking about shadow, right? But in this spread, as I see, that it's not that bad, because as I said, I get feelings that finally they start to notice this. Because the most, well, there is two thoughts about this devil card. Yeah, one is that he is the one who makes us believe that we cannot do anything, and yeah, this illusion, because of him we live in illusion. Yeah, but then there is another one thing, actually, what I haven't heard that's so much being emphasized, and this is that the biggest illusion is that there is no this devil. I mean, yeah, this energy. I don't want to now talk I don't want to sound religious, but this idea, this is the most horrible thing, actually. I believe strongly, if we deny this in us, this actually our nature, it's very dangerous, because then there is just one truth, and it's my truth, of course, right? Yeah, and somehow I get this feeling they start to accept this, and yeah. And see, I'm talking. There is a white and there's a black, yeah. And there was this sign. I was talking about shadow, yeah. He's still friendly and he still wants to cheer, yeah. But there is this sign, white and black, and there is this white and black sculpture of self, shapes a sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. I hope you understood. But anyway, I see this picture, and there is wide open, and that was actually like this, but it doesn't matter. It's about wide open. Yeah, wide open. But if it came like this, you understand that you cannot be wide open to everyone. You just cannot. When people are not safe, you cannot still be just only friendly. You have to think about borders and like this. Yeah. Okay, next one. What about the European Union? This is the complete opposite of stagnation. The US is, no, sorry, I didn't say right. Let's say I'll say European Union. The European, I don't know how to say. Yeah, the European Union is moving out of the fog of crisis, beginning to act more actively, pushing reforms, strengthening cooperation, and becoming more dynamic. We can see more unity, more initiative, and more courage. It's not no longer just about thinking, it's about real action. Yeah, it actually goes together with that one, but let's see how. Did I take here this I didn't take angel card for Europe. Let's look how it looks. Ah, I'm telling you, I told you that there is this. Come here, you cannot be, you have to be friendly, but you cannot be just wide open to absolutely everything. And in this card, Archangel Ariel, and I said this card, I don't want to, okay, I will not, I said that this card I draw for day when the war started in Ukraine. And in this card, I don't say that the war will start in Europe, no. But this card is about you have to stand for yourself, stand for your people, yeah, like this something. And this is what happening, yeah. You have to understand that there are some how do you say borders, but there was another word, boundaries, yeah. There are some boundaries, and you have to, if you want to be safe, then there is a big illusion that there is no, if there will be no boundaries, everything will live in peace, yeah. Everyone lives in peace if there is boundaries, your personal boundaries, and again I forgot this word. Yeah, but yeah, it's about that. It goes perfectly together, how I feel and how I see. Exactly how I see. People are waiting. I don't know how it is in other countries. In Latvia, people are lots of waiting for this golden. Oh my God, I forgot the word. Golden times, but that was another word. But I see in different ways those golden times. Yeah. What I've been showed and what I understand about human being, I see it in different way. Okay, and now let's see European Union. How do you look? Oh, wait, I wanna. I cannot I don't understand. Those are not very, they are not very naked. I can show them. I like those cards very much, actually. Yeah. Look, fishing. Okay. Oh, goes together with the whale, right? No, you cannot fish whale. It's too big. But fishing, and not just one, they together. It goes well. It's fantastic for European Union. There are fishing together, and look, 4 cups go to 5 cups. Interesting. What I can see, he really is, yeah, turning kind of, yeah. They don't look at to each other, right? Interesting. And they don't look to each other. Yeah, there are some kind of, I'm telling you, this one. What's that? Shield of resilience. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against against external pressures while nurturing your internal strengths in love and career. Interesting. Shield of resilience, yeah? External pressure, internal strengths, yeah, that there is something. Fields of dreams, and connect with your emotions. Yeah, see? Connect with your emotions, and water always is about emotions, and connect with your emotions is actually, it's always something wiser, not just connect with your mind, because mind has lots of interesting ideas, but you have to listen really. How are you feeling? And somehow I think it's they will take this into account. And what about angel? Yeah, interesting. Wow, it's very good angel. Chamuel. So yeah, but you can take off your barriers around my yeah, he helping remove the barriers around my heart, yeah, around, yeah, people's heart. But you can take barriers around your heart when you feel safe. And when you feel when you feel safe, when there are some safe uh, boundaries, yeah, it's always like this. Yeah, that's a good sign. I like it. Down. Wait. I wanted. Wait, it's just a little bit. I don't understand about the nakedness, naked or what. Because I hope I will not have problems. Yeah, but this is interesting. Yeah. 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 Very, very interesting. Okay, and now how about the Baltic region? The emotional atmosphere has been heavy. Yes, I can feel as I'm living in Latvia. Yeah, that we have quite hard times. Yeah, there has been a lot of fear, tension, yes, and worries, yes, deep worries. But this year also brings a turning point. Yeah, this summer. The Baltics begin to move away from this heaviness, leaving it behind and stepping into a new phase. Strength appears, courage, self-confidence, a clear awareness of the ability to stand for oneself. The Baltic region comes out of this very challenging year stronger. Well, this is a very challenging year. It's very I can feel it. People are not even yeah, buying things. Everything is crazy expensive. People are angry, and that's true. That's true. We have higher prices, where I think highest prices. Yeah, for I don't know how do you say in English, but for let's say food. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, and those stories are about this Russia. People are very afraid, but look how we learn actually to be brave, because we have no choice in this all situation. We have to learn. And look, oh, and this is interesting. Yeah, I like this idea. We are looking above. There are I said people of course hoping for the best, and you see when you play there is always black and white keys. Yeah. um okay, then this, ah, look, votes for women. Interesting. Votes for women. Something about voting. Yeah, this two of coins goes to three of coins, and this is actually very good, because two of coins, it's also out of balance more. But then again, this card is quite really positive. Yeah, very positive. Yeah, and about voting. Metamorphosis mirage. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities, as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. Okay, yeah, that's good. Look. Is that not interesting? It's the same. It's always. I'm telling you, it's always for me. We need to stand our ground. Yeah, because lots of horrible talks. Talking, actually, don't listen news. I'm not proud of this, but I don't listen TV, but I'm often I am living living, let's say, living in, not living of course, but in Facebook I read everything, and I can see that, yeah, there are lots of people getting afraid about all of those type of things. And also, yeah, just money is, money situation is not that good. And look here, cleaning house. So I think it goes quite good together. And yeah, it's quite good together. We become stronger. I like those ones. Yeah, very good. I like this. And let's see about angels. What are we learning? Look, we are nature children in Latvia, I guess. Because this is when you see, right? It's something also nature reconnects through nature and fresh air. Yeah. Um. Yeah. What can I say? People like people. I actually saw this for Latvia, that we like this nature. We like to go, yeah, and then meet in the nature. And actually, when there is nature, there is always this idea about oneness, and this is kind of strong idea. Yeah, about oneness. People are searching for uh, the same, no, similar people. Yeah, like kind. Yeah, like do you say this? So yeah, it's make us more more strong. Yeah, yeah. And this is strong one. Yeah, I like it actually. I like it. And this card is good. So, okay, let's take, that's actually, when I will take like this, you actually quite clear can see some ideas. And there is Europe like this. No, European. I'm afraid I will not talk, so that I will say something wrong. This is Europe, and this is Union, European Union. Yeah. So we see how different. I just want you to see that how different look everything, and you can feel this energy by yourself. Yeah. I think it's interesting. Yeah. And Latvia, well, we like to sing, and when we happy we sing, when we unhappy we sing. That's true. So, and lots of, actually, when I looked about Latvia, it's Baltic, about Baltic states, but there are lots of people gathering together in those type of events. Well, sorry for my English, but you understand well. There are artists and something, yeah, songs and yeah, something like this. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, 52 minutes. This, of course, maybe it's too long, but I will make those time codes so it's more easy to to see that. Okay, and now I will say thank you for watching. I hardly believe that that long time someone watched me, but thank you. And next time it will be shorter. I'll talk about the year 2028 because it's something many people are talking about, at least in Latvia, and many also very afraid of. They are kind of not very lots of people, but people who are interested in those type of things and everything. That kind of hurts that there is something, I don't know, very bad year and hardly some survive, and then I of course looked up this year and I could see why there is this energy. So I will talk about this energy next time, and now I'm off to explore what's happening in the Eurovision field because I'm from Europe. And now, thank you, and put some thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you liked it. And have a wonderful day and time. Bye bye.